What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video we have a kind of I don't know what to call this, man. What we're doing today is we're reading the State of Balance season 6 recap, and I'm just going to give my thoughts on it. I scrolled down to the part where everyone was talking about, of course you can scroll up and see like the win percentages of certain heroes and whatnot, but that's not really what people are talking about. What people are really going on about is what they said about each character. So we're going to read it, you know, give my opinion on it, and leave your opinions in the comment section below. So here we go. Conqueror is still extremely strong in 1v1. The ability to do a forward dodge and shield bash or guard break can impose good pressure across the cast. However, what's interesting here is that while Conqueror is strong for that reason, when you look at the rest of the top list, they mostly want to counterattack. The suspicion that other top characters, especially Centurion, Lawbreaker, Shigoki, would beat Conquerors by countering. Hold on. The suspicion that other top characters, the top characters are Centurion, Lawbreaker, and Shigoki. All right, well, let's keep going. Would beat Conqueror by countering and not by initiating combat. This is a large reason for the hesitancy to nerf Conqueror's shield bash. While it's a difficult pressure tool to deal with, we do need pressuring attacks that force reactions and control the pace of combat. Instead of nerfing the strong tools, we prefer to continue to improve the weak tools. I can understand the last part, but I don't get, are they really saying that Centurion, Lawbringer, and Shigoki are top characters? Hold on. Are they going based off of this list? Are they going based off of this list? Is this in order? Hold on. What? Centurion, Lawbringer, Shigoki. Okay. I don't know. They say the top 2.5% of player. I don't know that. I don't know exactly what that means. They must. I don't know how they're getting this information, because those characters are trash. But let's go to Lawbringer. Okay, now I don't play Lawbringer, but I hear a lot of frustration around the character, and I know Lawbringer is not a good hero. So let's read this. In this dual win rate data set, Lawbringer is placed at 6th position. In season 5, we saw Lawbringer at 10th position. Lawbringer appears to be performing above expectations. Oh God. So okay, it's clear now. It's 100% clear now. They don't actually play the game. All they do is look at data and make changes based on data. So it's clear. It's clear as day. It's clear as day. All these changes that we're asking for, they don't listen to. All they're going to listen to is, so is this the reason why they're not reworking Lawbringer? Because Lawbringer is performing above expectations? Is that why that explains why Roman went on stream talking about how Lawbringer is good and everyone that plays Lawbringer needs to just get good. Okay, it makes sense now. They actually don't know what they're talking about. It makes sense. It makes sense. Okay, all right, cool. Where did I leave off at? The win rate part. Okay, since it's dual, we know this performance is not due to his bombs or ganking, so presumably the high performance is in large part due to high counter attack potential. We recognize that Lawbringer's ability to shove on block makes Lawbringer a bigger beneficiary of the switch stance bug than most heroes. We will keep an eye on Lawbringer and see if his position changes after patch 1.27 fixes the switch bug stance. Or no, the switch stance bug, sorry. We will keep an eye on Lawbringer and see if his position... They literally just said the same thing twice. They didn't even review this paragraph. Anyway, but based on his current performance in 1v1 and 4v4, he's not at the top of our priority list. Oh God. Oh no. Yep. This is why. If you guys are watching this, this is exactly why. This is what's wrong with the game. No one in this dev team plays the game. Nobody. Okay, Peacekeeper received a double whammy in season 6 with both the switch stance issue as well as damage nerfs to her heavy attacks. While her performance is lower than expected, we are waiting to see how the fix to switch stance bug will affect her before we act on her. as her performance was too high previously, and we are convinced that the switch stance bug directly hurt all the assassins. We want to see the effects of the switch stance bug in patch 1.27 and only afterwards decide what we need to do to ensure that she doesn't end up being over-tuned again. Okay, I could deal with that. Orochi's rework seems to have helped the win rate significantly. Pick rate is also very high, and win rate went from 40 to 50 despite the switch stance bug. We expect Orochi to rise further up in the win rate ranks once the switch stance bugs is fixed, so Orochi will be interesting to watch. Okay. Orochi, I understand that Orochi is really good on console, but he's not that big of a deal on PC. So this just goes back to, you know, the difference between console and PC. Because you can effectively just block all of Orochi's attacks on PC. But on console, it's kind of like, it's this different on console. Especially when you add connection into it. Anyway. Alright, Valkyrie. Valkyrie has been at the bottom of the pack for a while. 45% win rate in Season 5 and Season 6. She just received a rework in Season 7, and while it's too early to make strong note about where she stands, the earliest indicators were that it had a positive effect on her viability. The early data had her at 54% win rate, below Conqueror but above the rest of the pack. We'll see where she will be as more data comes in. We are still keeping a close eye on the character. This is the problem, man. You can't make your decisions solely based off your data. Like this like clearly this data is flawed. Like clearly you literally said earlier that Lawbreaker was performing above expectations, and Lawbreaker was one of the top heroes right here. Top heroes, Centurion, Lawbreaker, it makes no sense. But let's keep going. We're not done yet. Gladiator was a 45% win rate in Season 5 and 46% in Season 6. This is a very interesting case, as we're aware that the zone attack is really good, and we believe the key to Gladiator's power, while the stamina cost is really high as compared to Conqueror's Shield Bash, the win rate doesn't seem to reflect the power of this move. It's surprising to see the character constantly perform under expectations because your data is incorrect. You should not be basing all of the changes on this game based off of this data. I honestly don't know who came up with this idea to say, we're just going to look at our data when we're not going to listen to the community. The community plays the game. Like, let's just keep going. Maybe it's not. I don't know what this is. Light spam meta. An issue we read about from non-top tier players is that they talk about light spam or assassin meta. This has been a difficulty to approach balancing wise for us, since these complaints often drown out the evidence of how weak light spam is at the top level of play. When we look at the data set above, we see Shaman is the only assassin in the top half of the win rate, and Shaman isn't famous for her light spam at any level of play. Now, my thing about light spam is that, like I said before, like these devs don't realize that there's a difference between console and PC. Of course, a PC player isn't going to complain about light spam because they can deal with it. A console player, on the other hand, you're playing at 30 frames per second, and Orochi can literally just throw out lights, all day, and they will hit you. And I feel like they don't understand that. I mean, I do see the people arguing about light spam. It's kind of gets to a point where you just gotta deal with it. Like, it's not that bad, but at one point there was an assassin meta. They can't act like there wasn't an assassin meta at one point in the game. Especially season 6? I can't remember that far back, but the assassin meta thing, that was definitely an issue. But the light spam, not so much. But it is a difference between console and PC, and that's what they don't understand. And I don't know where they're taking this. Let me go back up real quick. Does this say PC only? No, I'm guessing this is the entirety of For Honor. Yeah, if this is the entirety of For Honor, then that proves to you that this data is kind of flawed. Like, of course, there's going to be different characters that have different win percentages on console and PC. I feel like they should separate the games and balance them accordingly, but I guess they don't want to do that. I'm gonna read the second paragraph though. In presenting our data here, we want players to understand that light spam, while annoying, doesn't actually yield overpowered characters. Learning to combat such offense is an important step for a player to improve their For Honor skill set, as our intention is to keep pushing 1v1 combat into a meta in which offense is more viable. It's important that the community understands where we stand on this topic. Well, the problem with the problem with people, well, the problem with the light spam in general is when you have, like, take Berserker for example. He can soft feint, you know, his light attacks and kind of makes him kind of annoying to deal with. I mean, Shaman can soft feint that bleed attack and delay it pretty late, and that can be kind of annoying to deal with as well. And that's why people will probably say, you know, light spam is a problem. And that's why some fast attacks, especially soft feinted fast attacks, can be like really problematic. But this is just sad, man. This is just like this. It literally confirms everything that we've been saying. Like, the devs don't know what they're doing. They really don't know what they're doing. And you could just tell by the words that are in this article. Now, I'm not going to read this entire thing, guys. If you want to read this, you can. Try not to like get too upset at this. I'm not going into 4v4s. As you can see, they went into 4v4s. I don't play 4s, so I'll leave that to other people. But this just goes to show, man, like, these guys, they don't even know what's going on. So I hope one day they can get it together. Marching Fire is coming around the corner. Do I think it's going to change much? Nope, not at all. But we'll see. Got to keep the hopes high. But yeah, guys, if you enjoy, leave a like. If you're new, subscribe. And let's hope and pray that this game gets back on the right track. All right, guys. Peace out.